I'm always careful. I'm always very careful. Whenever I touch a woman, I put on rubber gloves. Okay, and not a lot of women like that, especially when all I have in my house is rubber gloves and dental dams. But you know what kind of women don't like that? It's women with diseases. And that's not the kind of woman that I would want to be by anyways. I want cleanliness.
She like when I saw you, I was like, he looked like he wears scrubs and make people feel good about themselves.
This is gonna be my demo reel.
No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. Like you look like you make people feel good about themselves. How do you do like? Cause like, you heard me say something in the early interviews about like resting goon face. Cause I have resting goon face.
Yeah.
Like people will be like, man, why is dude so mad? But it's just like,
Well, so my improv teacher said I have resting pleasant face.
okay,
You know.
okay, okay, all right.
Which is kind of, I mean, I look very dopey, which sometimes I feel like, well, this is,
I ain't gonna
this is
say
my problem.
dopey.
Sometimes, like, I feel I'm pretty down to earth, right?
Yeah.
But-
No, you've been
Yeah.
since I met you today,
Yeah.
and you the most down man. You down to earth as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you cool as fuck. Like I would literally have my people beat somebody up if they bothered you. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would. Like hey, handle that. But
after that, I will be.
what drives that? Because I feel like from my own experience, that shit can be draining to be the most lively or I don't want to say caring person in the room, but the person that brings the togetherness in the room or lightens the mood. Like, is that draining at all at any point? Especially when you're dealing with different demographics of people and things of that nature. Like, has that ever played a part?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you because I mean, obviously, I grew up in a suburb.
Okay.
Every
What suburb? You better rep your
yeah,
suburb.
Bloomingdale. What's up?
Bloomingdale. Y'all better rep him. Y'all better rep him. Bloomingdale.
Yeah.
Nah.
But growing up, I mean, even when I was in going through dental school, I mean, it was.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, it was like basically. I went to University of Iowa.
Okay.
Iowa's a very. I was like, there's no variety to it. It's just white people and cornfields.
Vanilla.
That's it. Very vanilla.
Pretty
right?
vanilla.
You know what I mean?
It was like factory vanilla as opposed to real vanilla, because real vanilla is black. So it's like factory, but it wasn't Briars. There was no
Exactly.
it was no mixture. It was just fucking like no. I'm sorry, I went too far. I've been drinking.
No, you're good. No, it's just, but it's. I think that's one good thing about doing background and acting in particular is that I get to meet everyone. I get to hang out, and then
Absolutely.
You know how long those days could be. We just talked
Absolutely.
about Empire,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So am I
yes.
gonna be some, like,
You meet
protected
some of the
people?
most amazing
Yeah.
people. Hurry up and waiting.
Yep.
You
Well, and
meet
the
some of the
thing is,
most amazing people.
Everyone there, or at least a good chunk, people are grinding something.
Yes,
They're working towards
yes.
something. So it's. Like,
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm just glad you said a good chunk,
Yeah.
because there is another chunk. They don't want shit but to be there,
Yep.
and they will fuck up any chance for one chance. So I get what you're saying as far as that chunk. Like,
Okay? Nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not ruling out kissing, okay? As long as they brush for 2 minutes at a 45-degree angle with the brush, using bass technique, followed by 60 seconds of a mouth rinse, I'm okay. I might consider it, and I will do the same exact thing. I just want to be clean, and I want a woman that doesn't mind being clean. Right? God knows we're all dirty, right? I wash my hands 3 times before I put my gloves on, and I expect them to do the same. I don't think that's a big deal.
right, segue. When did you first get your opportunity in background, and what was your worst experience in background, and what was your best one? Because I know us three right here, we have some stories, because we've done more than double digits of
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
So, what's your best one? And then what was the one that had you like, man, are you fucking serious right now? Like, why am I here? Because I know I had one.
Okay,
I know you had one.
I want to start with the bad one first, actually.
Okay.
So, you know, when they say outside shoot, and
I know
and it's middle of December.
I know exactly where he was going. Outside shoot. Oh, this is when that fine print comes in. Like, you need to prepare for the weather. You better have some galoshes and some mittens and like 3 bubble coats and all that shit. And then when we say action, we want you to take all that shit off and walk down the street like it's summertime.
Yep, that's the thing. You always say, scene takes place in the summer. That should be your biggest red flag if it's December. Okay, so...
That's a fact.
I don't know what...
That's a fact.
I was wearing, track shorts in like a, I don't know, Dago tee. I don't know
I'm not
what
gonna
it
lie.
was.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You had a white person moment.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Because you thought you was gonna be okay at that point.
You
Not in
but
Chicago in December.
Yeah. But this is one of my first ones, so I'm still eager.
Oh.
So,
Yeah. You
know,
green.
my
you
skin's
green.
turning red.
You green.
You know, my teeth are chattering, but I'm still, I'm still like
Of
elbowing
course.
people to,
Yeah.
they say don't look at the camera, but I'm still.
You finding them angles.
They-
So like, if you
yeah,
know, you can find them angles. Like the camera is pointing this way. So if I get between these two people, I'm on. That's how that happens.
Yeah, they have see my head floating in the back.
Hey, look on my Instagram. Me and Barbara is doing the same shit at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's probably my worst of the outside shoots.
The outside shoot? How cold was it though?
I mean, I think it was single digits at least. You know, and you know they have the big heaters for the.
Yeah, that's the shit they
have.
had for us at Empire with the summer. That shit
Yeah.
don't exactly work the way it's supposed to.
No.
Cause I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the worst experiences of my life. I really want to know, what is the role you are most afraid of playing? Cause everybody has one. I give you one.
Yeah.
My biggest role, cause I act, probably not to the level that you guys have been to. I just do the independent shit.
Yeah.
But my biggest fear is having somebody come to me and ask me to play a role to where I feel like I would lose myself. Like a Ted Bundy or a John Wayne Gacy or a pedophile or something like that. Like, to be able to convey those type of roles. Heath Ledger. Perfect example.
Oh yeah.
To be able to convey those types of roles takes a special type of person. And usually, from what I'm seeing from our generation, they don't make it out. Once they commit and make you believe it, and it becomes that blockbuster hit, the next shit you hear about the motherfucker who did it is not good.
Yeah.
So what's the role that you fear the most? Because everybody asks you about the one you want the most.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
What's the role you fear the most that you feel like, I don't know if I, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we, as actors, like, as far as us three, I know off camera, we all have our limits. So, what's that?
Well, so I'll give you an example. A lot of times I play like the like asshole businessman.
Okay.
'Cause I have a good face for it, so the
You
I'm
got
okay
a good
with that.
voice and the way you do the shit. Like, you, okay,
yeah,
asshole white man. Like,
yeah, where's your report this morning? Like, but the thing is, I'm okay with that as long as the overall message of the story
okay. Makes
vibes
sense.
with what I'm, is positive.
Okay.
Vibes with what I want people to take home from it. Now, if I'm that role and the overall message is something like very vile,
Okay.
You know, it's like for example, if it was literally just to like shit on people or a group of people, like that, I'm not okay with doing that.
What if they offered you $10 million?
Well, for me, money's not my top motivator in life, and that's why, like you know, I'm a dentist. I took a pretty big pay cut to have more flexibility, so I can do more artistic things. Because for me, that matters more for me.
Trust me, I know.
Way more than
we everybody in this room has done that shit,
yeah.
or is doing it right now. To be real, you know what I'm saying. Like me and Marvin get into it all the time, but we both know. Like, I know you got these 5 or 6 things to deal with over here, and vice versa on my side.
Right.
But we're trying to create this, and you know, even with you coming today, like I'm sure you had to push something somewhere and adjust something to be like, all right, I'm a block. You got a newborn baby. Yeah. You had to block out some time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to your wife for being understanding.
Absolutely.
And we gonna have another show where she comes and sits down and talks about all this shit with you.
yeah.
Because I want to know if you feel like, from even though it's, you know, not fully developed yet, do you feel like that you're being typecast as a certain type of character now? Because I know I feel that way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about Barbara, but I know I do. Because now I'm the player gangster nigga. Like, so I can, hey, excuse me, I can get my brain gumble on and we can, you know what I'm saying? Or, shit, just change up the way you present the character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like very tropey.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And you know, does that happen to you? Do you like, you know, because like you said, you play a great asshole lawyer. You play a great, basically, you play a great asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you play a doctor, a lawyer, but it's the way you can do it. Because I see it. I see why. Not saying it in a bad way, but I see how you can do it. But I also see other characters in you that can be completely different from what you're doing right now. So do you feel like, because I say that because I'm asking for my own volition, like, do you feel like you being typecasted at a certain point?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, because like even just the types of auditions that I get, it's always, I'd say the majority, it's like cop, uniform guy, like, you know, that even goes to like, you know, the gangster jail stuff.
True.
Like I never get those roles.
Yeah, I get all of those shits.
Well, I mean, I
get all of that shit.
You know.
So that's why I was asking, because it's like we sitting in the same room, and I honestly feel like right now, just off of knowing you right now, like we could make one of the dopest fucking rom-coms ever. If we find like you know the right females to like, they man, like this shit would be fucking hilarious.
This PC world in which I'm stuck. But honestly, I don't give a flying